So this is page 23 of Savitri, where Sri Aurobindo writes, "This bodily appearance is not all. What I am is not all. What you're seeing me is the tip of the iceberg that I really am. The form deceives. The person is a mask. Hid deep in men, celestial powers can dwell. His fragile ship conveys through the sea of years an incognito of the imperishable." Incognito is when I travel in a way that nobody can recognize me. I go in disguise. So man is a fragile ship going through the seas of the years as an incognito, in a way that nobody can recognize the truth of man is, of the imperishable. Look at his play of words. Man, his fragile ship, each of us feels so fragile, right? So vulnerable. And yet each of us is an incognito of the imperishable. We can never ever perish. A spirit that is a flame of God abides. In each of us, there is a spirit that is a flame of God abides, a fiery portion of the wonderful, artist of his own beauty and delight. So, God, who is the artist of his own beauty and delight? Who is? No, God. God is the artist of his own beauty and delight. Each of us is his artwork, and he is the artist of his own beauty and delight. Immortal in our mortal poverty. Nobody can play with words like Sri Aurobindo. What a marvelous line. Immortal in our mortal poverty. In our mortal living, we feel poor in affection, poor in this, poor in that. And that is the mortal poverty. We feel short of time, whatever. But he is immortal in our mortal poverty. This sculptor of the forms of the infinite. So this is again God. He's the sculptor of the forms of infinite. We said earlier, no, what Sri Aurobindo says, Maya is the capacity of the infinite to appear finite. So this sculptor of the forms of the infinite. Now, how can you sculpt infinite into forms? You can't. No, an infinite consciousness, the moment you make it a form, it's limited, it's finite. But God is that magician who can sculpt forms of the infinite. The screened and unrecognized inhabitant. So this inhabitant who is screened, we can't see him, we can't recognize him, but he is there inside everything. This screened and unrecognized inhabitant, initiate of his own veiled mysteries. That means he is the one who starts his own veiled, initiate is one who starts his own veiled mysteries. Hides in a small dumb seed his cosmic thought, in the mute strength of the occult idea, in the quiet strength of the hidden idea of God being present in all things, determining predestined shape and act, passenger from life to life. So this flame of God within us is the passenger from life to life, from scale to scale, changing his image self from form to form. He regards the icon growing by his gaze. So icon is a great figure. So everyone starts small and everyone has God in him, and God regards the icon growing by his gaze, and in the worm foresees the coming God. And that's why when you have God vision, you can't judge anything. You become incapable of judgment because you don't take the finite appearance of things very seriously. It's a worm, but its destiny is to become a God whenever. So in everything, it's seen as a momentary, temporary appearance. It's not the full statement on the person. So you can't take it like I shared in the beginning, that girl who answered that she would overcome her inadequacy when somebody does better than her by remembering that she's an infinite consciousness, and in the infinity of her being, this is one small speck, it won't matter. So same is true for everyone else. Even if I judge this person has done this or done that, it's a dot in the infinity of that person. I don't take that action as the sum total of what that person is. But when we are human beings, we take that short span of what the person is as the sum total of what he is. That's where we often go wrong. He regards the icon growing by his gaze, and in the worm foresees the coming God. Inner imbalances are negative thought patterns, negative emotional patterns, many causes. It could be from the environment, it could be from within us. So that's what immortal in our mortal poverty. So once we get that sense of immortality within us, we don't remain so scared of what will happen to us. Right now, we are very scared because we feel limited. We live with what he calls mortal poverty. I'll run out of time, I'll run out of money, I'll run out of affection.